There we go. Rocking and rolling. Look at the sand on the runway. Look at this thing, the newest hella machapa. That's what I call these things. Guys, Blade just released Eclipse 360 Coast Guard scheme. Definitely going to be easy to see. Now, on the floor here, I have the OG. This is the Eclipse 360, which I actually love. And I've told people, like, I have no issue seeing this thing in the air, like, orientation-wise. I think it's a great helicopter. So the fact that they made this red in the Coast Guard scheme, this is going to be even easier to see. Now, the internals, everything's pretty much the same. It's really just the scheme. Now, these are extremely easy to fly. It's a hobby-grade helicopter, progressive. It does have SAFE and AS3X. And now it's even easier because they made the smart file. Now, for those of you that don't know what the smart file is, when you bind it to your IX or NX remote, it asks you if you want to load the file. You click yes, and there's no programming. So this is going to be set up exactly the way that they want you to fly it, with SAFE, head speed 1, head speed 2. No programming, guys. And I did notice, I guess they're listening to us, because Aileron Expo, I think from the factory, was like 35, elevator was 35, and the rudder was 45 Expo. Never seen that from Horizon, so good on you guys for automatically programming that. I'm not changing anything. I'm flying this exactly the way you guys have it. Now, it's a 3S helicopter. You can run a 22 to a 32. I have a 32 in here because I like my flight times. And I've even put a 4000 in these. So 4000s will fit. I have flown it with it. CG, all of that is fine. We got a real helicopter flying over us right now. Love it. My heli versus your heli. Now, what is cool, two options, guys. As you see on this one, I have the skids. It's more sleek looking, right? More futuristic. Or you have the wheels, like the Coast Guard one. So I'm going to fly with the wheels, obviously, but they do send the skids with it if you guys want to have that futuristic look. Now, I'm going to put a camera on my chest, and we're going to go through everything. I'm going to show you guys how to fly it in SAFE. Then I'm going to take it out of SAFE and attempt some inverted stuff, some loops, some rolls. And we'll see how I do. Hopefully this thing comes home in one piece. Let's get that camera on. Let's get this thing plugged in, and we'll get it in the air. Quick tip. Actually, not really a tip, more of an essential. These are collective pitch, which I'll show you in a second. So when you plug it in, center stick, and then you always want to make sure that your throttle is locked. Guys, helicopter, they're dangerous. Safety is definitely a big part of flying RC helis. For those of you that don't know, or this is your first time watching my channel, helicopters actually scare me a little bit. The head speed, man, they're just, you know, these are sharp. It's kind of dangerous, so you got to be extra careful. Oh, that's it. All right, cool. So what do I mean by collective pitch? The head speed stays the same. So when you hit the throttle, essentially, what would be the throttle on your RC airplane, the pitch of the blades change. Now, can you zoom in on the head of the helicopter so they could see that? So when I go up, changes, and then center stick is neutral, right? It won't do anything. And then when you go down on this stick, they pitch the other way. And what that does is that allows us to flip this thing over. And when I go down on the stick, it's going to push the helicopter up. Does that make sense? We're going to do it while I'm flying. So anyway, SAFE is on. I'm going to put that right there. We are unlocking our blades in a second. So let me start the video. Alrighty. SAFE's on. Unlock the blades. And we're taking off. Now before I do anything, let's just get that in the air, let you zoom in on it, see how cool that thing looks. Guys, it's not that loud right now, right? Well, I'm gonna show you guys increasing head speed, I'm gonna show you everything. But I'm leaving SAFE on, and let's go, let's see the rudder control. So full right rudder. Oh yeah, she's fast. Stop, full left rudder. Then we're gonna go full up and partially down. Not gonna go full speed down. But all in, man, easy to fly. Definitely, I wouldn't say first helicopter, but if you've flown one of their smaller ones, one of the little blade ones, this is a good second option once you figure that out. You see just how crisp it is, you know? Nice, easy flyer. Until we shut that SAFE off. Then she opens up. Nice coordinated turns, adding a little You know, a little cyclic left with a little bit of rudder. And full speed forward. Decent speed, right? Guys, you can fly these things like RC airplanes. Now, SAFE, it's bank limit, so it won't let you flip over, and that's what makes it, you know, somewhat easy to fly. Look at that. Those blades look great. It's got good speed, man. Let me bring it in front. Let me show you, you know, when you shut SAFE off, how the head speed increases. Now, that's what's going to help performance, right? It's not going to be the pitch of the blades. It's going to be the head speed. Let's bring this thing a little closer, and we'll show you. So SAFE's coming off. Again, these are all pre-programmed modes. And right now. So you guys heard that? That's head speed 1. SAFE is off. And then I'm going to hit it one more time for head speed 2. And we'll do a back loop. We'll do a right roll. Now, guys, I'm by no means a good helicopter pilot, but for me to be able to do that, I just went back into head speed 1. Might be a little easier for me to hold it inverted. Let's go. Yep, there you go. We are inverted, guys. Now, I'm going to show you a SAFE demonstration up top, though. We're going to go a little higher, because I don't want this to crash. So I'm going to go inverted, and then I'm hitting SAFE on. You see how that automatically brought itself back? So if you're trying to learn how to become a 3D pilot, these are great options, because, you know, you can hit SAFE at any time, and it'll automatically right itself. So big plus there. Now, my hands are shaking a little now. Guys, I get nervous with these. I don't know why. I just do. Give me a second. I'll be comfortable again. I'm going to shut SAFE off. All right. Little loop action. I'm not bad. Definitely not great, but I'm not bad. This is a much easier to see. Little roll. A little roll. I could do that low to the ground. Let's try that out. Now, I'm also going to leave a link, because I know my buddy Ethan, you know, he works for Horizon, but he's like one of the best helicopter pilots in the world. I'm going to leave his video. I hope he makes one. And you guys could really see the full potential of this thing. How am I doing? Not bad, not great. One more. I really want to be able to come a lot lower to the ground while I'm inverted. All right. Let me not test my luck here. Woo, you hear that? This thing is sweet. All right, that was 5 minutes in the air. Let's bring her in. Check that battery. Was that 5 minutes? Let me see what our timer was set to. You know, we need a better landing, guys. This is a Maiden Flight right here. Bring that thing in. All right, you know what? I'm going to take it. Let's see. I'm 20 seconds over. Yeah. So we were in the air for 5 minutes. Let's check that battery. Now, the thing with these 3S helicopters, they're not like insane powerhouses, although on that high head speed, you know, it definitely rips. But you're going to get good flight times out of these. So let's check. 5 minutes and 20 seconds is what we were in the air for officially. And let's see what we got. The ground is wet. 3.83. So honestly, you could have been in the air another 30, 40 seconds. So you're going to get 6 minutes of flight time on a 3200. You know, not 3D. If you're like aggressive 3D, high head speed mode 2 the entire time, you're obviously going to get less flight time. But I mean, that definitely wasn't terrible. Let's shove this 4000 in now that my hands are going to be done shaking. And I'll try a little bit better of 3D. Let's see. Like I said, they don't recommend going this big of a battery, but it does fit, so why not? Why not, guys? Break the boundaries. All right, we're going head speed 1, no safe. Throttle hold off. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go head speed 2. I'm gonna show you guys full up. That sound is crazy. Let's do that. Let's go up and down. You ready? You know, that direct drive rear motor, even though it's not like collective pitch, it does a good job keeping that tail straight. This thing is sweet. All right, let's get some speed runs. Now that my hands ain't shaking and my rudder's actually working. There we go. Now this is what I mean when I say you can fly this thing like an RC airplane. Buzz around the field. And at any time, guys, I'm losing it, all I gotta do is hit that safe switch and we're back to a flying level. And safe's coming on. You hear that head speed lower? Nice. I wonder if we could taxi this thing. Let's see. Let her touch down. Come on, nice and easy forward. Come on. Ah, that would be awesome. Nah, she won't taxi. Ah, that would have been cool. Maybe if we build a little momentum. There we go. Rocking and rolling. Look at the sand on the runway. I don't know why that's addicting. We're going to do that coming back towards us. Taxi in the Coast Guard heli. More challenging than it looks. There we go. Now we're rolling. We're going head speed 1. And we're out of here. Guys, 4,000 milliamp. It fits no problem. You're not going to have an issue. You're going to get longer run times. CG is not affected at all. Progressive heli. Did a good job, man. The original Eclipse is definitely iconic. I want to hear in the comments what you guys like. Do you like the Coast Guard scheme better? Or do you like the OG? The OG is definitely a little bit more futuristic looking. But this thing's sweet. Now, my local guys at the field will tell you, I haven't flown the OG in probably a month. But there was a time I was bringing it every time I came out here. That's the thing with these helis. When you don't fly them that often, you do get a little rusty, but it's so crisp. Should I attempt a front loop? Hey. Now notice on the remote, you know, I'm not really talking about it, but notice my left hand every time I go inverted. You have to change the pitch of those blades. All right, let's land her. I said land, not crash. Come on. All for the video. Hey, there it is. There it is. Now guys, one of the hardest parts of filming YouTube videos, or content for that matter, at anything, is going to be talking, right? It's extremely difficult to talk and fly at the same time. So if you noticed, I really wasn't talking all that much when flying this. You really have to, or I really have to concentrate when I'm flying an RC helicopter. But I mean, thankfully, I have that safe switch very close in case something happens. It is easy to see. Now, there's some things I didn't go over. Let's check it out. We do have lights. Very cool. Makes it that much easier to see. I'm sure you guys noticed that in the video. Also, that tail is sweet, man. That propeller is amazing. Now, what I said during the video is it's not collective pitch, it's direct drive. So some of these helicopters, they'll have a motor, but it also has the same pitch as this. It doesn't, but it handles very well. They have it fine-tuned. Even in high head speed mode, when I was hitting it, naturally the helicopter, you know, should want to turn or torque, but it's, you know, they have it set up perfect. You don't notice that at all. So good on Blade for really dialing this thing in. It's a great helicopter. It looks amazing. It flies phenomenal, and it's iconic, right? We've never seen a foam helicopter aside from the Eclipse 360. So I think it's amazing. I think that they should make a bigger version. I think a 550 size maybe would definitely be cool. A little more power, 6S. But I mean, this is sweet. Now, if you guys are interested in this helicopter, I am leaving the link down below, so make sure you guys check it out. And as always, I appreciate you watching. Until next time.